The Diet Solution Program by Isabel de los Rios is the hottest selling diet program online today, claiming that it can help you shed 10% of your unwanted fat in 30 days or less. Not only that, unlike many other programs, they claim that these results are typical and that you can lose 3 to 10 pounds in the first week. So is this just another diet scam, or are there any truths behind these aggressive claims? Well, we've been burned before, so the Sherpa decided to buy the program and do a deep dive to see whether this product is as good as it claims, or if it's just another case of good marketing of a bad product. While this product certainly has its warts, we were pleasantly surprised to find that the Diet Solution Program does deliver on its claims with a solid foundation of reliable nutrition science combined into a relatively user-friendly format. There's a few areas you want to watch out for, so let's dig in and we'll show you what the Sherpa discovered. First, let's talk about the cons. Number 1 is focusing on calories. Although the program doesn't focus as much on calories as the average program, there's still too much focus for our liking. With that being said, Isabel has taken a unique approach that makes this very easy to manage. Second, we found it just a tad bit confusing at times. Although we commend Isabel for allowing you to customize the program based on your metabolic type, it can get a little confusing on what to do. So fortunately, she provides a set of charts and checklists to simplify this as much as possible. Number 3 is overhyped marketing. When you purchase the program, you're exposed to the standard infomercial claims with enormous discounts. Moreover, they hit you up for several upsells, which can be annoying, but the benefit, however, is that we actually found them useful add-ons that you might decide you want. The fourth issue we found was including grains. Now, while Isabel suggests avoiding many grains, she still includes many grains in the program. Now remember, grains are for the birds, not humans. And the fifth issue we found was documented science. Although the science behind the program is rock solid, they neglected to include sufficient scientific references to convince an uninformed reader that the plan is based on sound science. Okay, here's some of the pros that we discovered with their product. The first is that it's convenient. This program has 6 weeks of full meal plans, chock full of delicious, easy-to-make recipes. The recipes are organized into food types like meat, poultry, and vegetables to make it easy to find what you need based on your metabolic type. The second pro that we found is latest science. We feel that this is well grounded in the latest nutritional science involving how quickly your body turns various foods into sugar, which is the key to sustained weight loss. The third pro that we found is that it's a relatively quick read. This is an instant download, meaning you get it right away. It's not a book that you receive in the mail. They didn't make it overly complicated. It's an easy read that cuts right to the chase for those who want to get started right away. The fourth pro that we found is that it avoids pitfalls. Their program debunks common myths and mistakes that most diets make that doom them to failure in the first week. And then the fifth pro that we found is that it's customizable. It is easily tailored to your body's particular needs based on your metabolic type instead of a one-size-fits-all solution, which is the key to sustained healthy weight loss. So, if you decide to get the program, here's what you'll get when you purchase the program. The first is the main guide. This boils success down into 3 simple steps. Number 1, determine your metabolic type. Number 2, it helps you create your personal meal plan. And number 3, it helps you choose the ideal foods for you. The second component is a quick start guide. This short quick start guide is ideal for anyone with limited time who just wants to quickly get started and lose weight. The third component is recipes. They include 80 delicious, easy-to-make recipes organized by metabolic type to make it quick and easy to pinpoint options for each meal. The fourth component is a success journal. This allows you to track what you eat and how you feel afterwards so you can learn what foods help you and what foods hurt you. The fifth component is done-for-you meal plans. They take delicious recipes and create a 6-week detailed meal plan so you know exactly what to eat every day and when, all customized to your metabolic type. The next component that we found neat was a metabolism type test. Simply take this easy multiple choice test to diagnose whether you are a protein, carb, or mixed metabolic type. The next component in their program is a shopping list. This is also very helpful. Isabel recommends her own favorite brands to purchase based on her experience. Now note, she recommends a line of supplements during this program too, so she obviously makes a little bit of money on that on the side, so just be aware of that. And then the final component that we found very helpful was the top 10 most common nutrition mistakes. What they do is they review the top 10 reasons why most people fail when trying to lose weight and simple tips and techniques that you can use to avoid these traps. Now, the Sherpa puts every program through a strict set of tests to see how they perform. So here's how this program performed, rated on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being the worst and 5 being the best. The first is what actual program users think. Now, we give it a score of 3. A review of the top 3 forums shows that there were very little comments. This makes it difficult for us to give an accurate reading, so we'll apply a neutral 3 here. But if a diet program is truly bad, you'll see hundreds of people complaining in the forums, and we did not see this to be the case. The next test area is how effective the program is. We'll give this a 4. They focus on quality, unprocessed fats and proteins while avoiding sugars that quickly turn into fat, and customizing this program to your own metabolic type, which makes it very effective. Therefore, like I said, we'll give it a 4 out of 5. The next test is this program safe? We found it to be very balanced, with no outrageous extreme recommendations such as fasting or only eating cabbage or drinking lemonade. Therefore, we give it a 5 out of 5. The next test is the science behind the program legitimate? Based on the latest science involving how quickly we metabolize sugar and its effects on weight and health, however, we didn't find that there were many scientific references despite an abundance of them being available to cite, so therefore, we'll give it a 4 out of 5. The next test we put it through was how credible the company is or the author is behind the program. Now, Isabel is not a medical doctor, and her website claims that she is a certified nutritionist, but it doesn't mention where that certification was obtained. With that being said, she does have some decent qualifications, not the least of which is a real-world experience, which is all that matters in the end in our experience. Therefore, we give it a 4 out of 5. The next test is how easy is the program to use. Now, translating your metabolic type into what foods you can eat can be difficult at times, but they do a pretty good job to make that as easy as possible with a variety of charts and instructions that you can use. Therefore, we'll give it a 3 out of 5. The next test is how affordable is the program. Now, compared to books that cost $20 that you might buy at a traditional bookstore, this may seem a little bit more expensive, but given the various components included and the quality and the effectiveness of the program, this is actually a very affordable program. Therefore, we give it a 4 out of 5. The next test is, what is their customer service like? This program is sold through ClickBank, and ClickBank is one of the most reputable stores online. They have very good customer service, as our request for a refund was issued within 2 days. Our email questions were also responded to in 1 day, and our voicemail was responded to by an actual human in 2 days. Therefore, we give it a 4 out of 5. The next test is, have people been scammed by this program? A review of 2 of the top independent complaint websites shows a limited number of complaints, most of which have to do with confusion over the fact that this is a digital book that is not mailed to you and instead is being delivered online. And also checking with the Better Business Bureau, they show a bad grade of an F. But to their credit, that's misleading, as they've only had 3 complaints filed in the last 3 years, and 2 of those were successfully resolved. So we actually give it a 5 out of 5. And then the final test that we put it through is, are there any gotchas in the fine print? We did not find any sneaky rebilling here, but be aware that during the purchase process, you will be upsold to extra features. Also, a special note, this book is a digital download, so don't be confused that you're buying an actual book. So what's the bottom line here? Although the program has some shortcomings, with an overall score of 4 out of 5, we recommend that the Diet Solution program is worth a try. The single best attribute is that it's grounded in the latest science, which may seem unconventional, but is actually extremely effective when it comes to losing weight and gaining health. Most of what you've been taught by the mainstream media, government, and even your doctor regarding weight loss is wrong, and it's refreshing to see a program call a spade and have the conviction to point out what actually works. Discovering what your metabolic type is and then customizing the meal plans based on that type is probably the single most powerful aspect of this program and is another main reason the Sherpa recommends it. While their claim of 3 to 10 pounds in the first week may be a little too strong for our liking, it's perfectly reasonable that you'll lose 1 to 2 pounds per week following this natural way of eating. You can find out more about this program simply by clicking the link below.